Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is, it's your boy. Very quickly, we're going to talk about some things that happened today. First of all, the training session that happened in Hong Kong was actually satisfying to watch. Big up Haters TV for putting that on because I love watching those things. I love watching the players train. I love when I've got time going to the stadium, and sometimes when you're able to watch the players train, it's great. But to see how it's been done in a different country was absolutely outstanding to watch, and the reception that they gave the players, but also the reception that they gave Gyokeres. And speaking of Gyokeres, this guy broke the records for most shirt sales. Absolutely bombastic, Rube. Crazy stuff. He's starting to see how much of a big club we are. We're not an elite club. I've said this many times. Say what you want to say. In order for us to be the elite, we need to win the big boys, and hopefully he can come on and help us win the big boys. I wanted to talk about as well, we're facing Tottenham tomorrow. Obviously, Thomas Frank has come out and said that, we are one of the best teams in the world. Yeah, we need to win something for that to happen. But I do agree. I do see where he's coming from. We are a good team, but it would be good to see. I know it's only preseason, but we need to see where we're at. We need to see what different tactics we're trying to do. And one thing I can say this finally, is that we are starting to go more direct. You saw it, sorry, especially with the Newcastle game, more direct, more from back to front. This is going to be perfect for Gyokeres. This is going to be perfect for Saka, even Martinelli, because most of the time Martinelli's getting ball to feet, but it seems, or I think anyway, that Martinelli should be a player that's getting the ball over the top or running onto the ball, just because of his skill set, just because of his dangerous sort of plays and experiences. He's able to go behind the defender, behind the back line, and get a shot on goal, as opposed to someone like Madueke, for example, which I know he's still a bit raw. I know we're yet to see him, but he's someone that can get the ball to feet and dribble through. It's just his last decision making that seems a bit messed up, but hopefully we can develop that out of him. Going on to Martinelli, this is a question for me to you guys. Do you think we should sell Martinelli? I'm under the impression I think we should keep him for one more season. I know people are saying keep Trossard, so on and so forth, but Trossard doesn't want to sign a contract. So where does that leave us? Cash in. I like Trossard. I think he's probably one of the best finishers in our squad, but we need some money. All right, especially you're hearing a couple of places that Liao and the Berichi Eze. Nah, we're getting greedy now. Listen, I ain't gonna say no, but let's not get too over the head, right? But anywho, we need to remember, we need a Berichi Eze. We need the balance in the squad. There's going to be too many players. It's almost like fodder, like FIFA. You got just players there. Just sell them, quick sell them. Just a quick sell thing. Nelson, Zinchenko. Do you know what? The thing about Zinchenko is that I still think he might be semi-useful. Not useful as a left back per se, but semi-useful in the midfield, because when he is in that midfield, he plays all right. He's not defensively responsible for the defensive duties as much as him playing left back. But if he needs to do a job, especially because Calafiori is looking like he's the second coming of Tomiyasu with all these injuries that are popping out from nowhere. So I don't know. I wouldn't be upset losing Zinchenko, but at the same time, I wouldn't be upset keeping Zinchenko, because I think he can be a useful player. Gabriel Jesus, he's in the same sort of category, because I don't want him up front. I don't want him to touch up front ever again. But it would be nice sometimes to have him on the wings. But again, for 265K, my friend, you can't be a backup. You can't be this rotational player for 265K. You are the second second highest earner in our club. I love you, Jesus. I think you're a banging player, skillful, flair, the Brazilian samba, and all of them things. But you have to go, man. 265 rotational player. Nah, sorry. But if it was anything less than 265, like for example, like a 100k, 150, I would have said, you know what, I might as well just keep him for fodder. Good fodder. That's good fodder. Having Gabriel Jesus sometimes starting on the wings or coming on to create a spark, that's good fodder, man. That's very good fodder. Reece Nelson, you know, hasn't worked out for him, unfortunately, so he needs to go. Fabio Vieira, I'm sure there's probably a player in there. I just think he's too mager, too skinny for the Premier League. Bro, it is what it is. Who else is there? And that's about it. That's literally about it. Like Kivior, I do think Kivior should stay. Again, it's good fodder. Good fodder. You don't know what can happen. You don't know what can happen, and it'll be good to switch it up. It'll be good to let Gabriel and Saliba kind of just chill a little bit and have Mosquera and Kivior in there at the same time. So let me know what you guys think. It's good to see the training sessions. Let's clock in tomorrow and see what happens with Tottenham. Please, as you know, it's a new channel. So, like, subscribe, comment below, because it helps me. So, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.